Recently, I went to a studio which was using Maya to render some graphics work, but I needed to render some animation, some multiple frames from it. But the problem was that the studio was having a license that could render only still frames. It wasn't able to render out the animation. So I wrote a little TD script to do that, and I wanted to share that with you if it's any useful. So here it is. I tried to render the animation from it, 3 to 6 frames, and the usual workflow is render, batch render. When I tried batch render, and the rendering just started here. So it's rendering out the frames. You can see that from script editor that rendering is being done. Here it is. And when I open these files, they were having the watermarks of Arnold. I mean, the, the license that comes with Maya default doesn't render animations. However, for still frames is fine. So I made a little trick. Here was the script. Copy this script and then go to Maya, clear everything. In the script editor, there's an option save script to shelf. Name it as smartass. And now open this icon and paste this script as mel into it. And when you open it, set first and the last frame and push the button smartass. It will render out all the frames one by one. So Maya is thinking that it is rendering a single frame one by one, but just like manually rendering each and every frame and then copying that to animation, I've written a little script to automate that. You can see that I have rendered multiple frames. Here it is. And so in that folder, the only thing is that it renders out these frames into a temp folder, so you have to manually copy it to some other folder. And all the frames are now fine, no watermark. This thing can save dollars. I mean, the rendering license of Arnold is costly. So everything is fine here. You can change the frames, animating it a little more up to some 25 frames. Save the keyframes, and now smartass. First frame is 14, last is 19, and once you push the button it starts rendering. You can even stop the rendering if you do not want to render all the frames, and once you click stop render, it will render the frames that are in queue, so it won't stop here in the mid frame. But once the frame is completely rendered, then it will stop. You can see it here. I've pushed that mark and now it stops at 18. You can restart the rendering, and if that is clicked it won't start. 31 to 39. If you want to do that render, it won't start because that thing is clicked. If you unclick it and then start, it will render again. Hope you like it, and if it is any useful then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.